Good evening and welcome back to the Return of the Nine. My name is Lawrence and I am playing Orion, the human pugilist who specializes in the sweet science. Also joining us tonight is Carolyn.
I'm playing Rigali, the human glamour bard.
And joining us as well is Hobie.
I'll be playing Frederick, the half-elf hex warlock.
And also joining us, as always, the last member of our party is Tom.
Hello, Thomas playing Ember, the Circle of Wildfire Druid.
And running the game tonight is our Dungeon Master, Dennis. For those of you joining us once again, our little party has made it out of a dungeon. We were able to locate the ghost of a little boy who we had been sent in to investigate. Looks like the little boy died about 30 years or so ago. However, with the help of Frederick and the Raven Queen, we have laid his bones to rest in his family's farm, and Alistair has gone on to presumably meet the Raven Queen and on to better things in the afterlife. Frederick has a strange rod that seems to work well with people who are a little bit more lawful than others. Orion has the magical puck that essentially dispels all magic, and it's broken down into 3 pieces. And that's where we find ourselves. And with that, I'll turn it over to Dennis.
So you're actually on the grave sites, and you decide to go ahead and take a long rest. So you're kind of camping. And who wants to go first?
I guess we can do the overlapping watch again. We'll go Orion, Ember, Rigali. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. We want Frederick in the nighttime. Orion, Frederick, Ember, Rigali.
Okay. So your watches come and go, and whoever follows Frederick, and that would be Ember, right?
Correct.
Okay. So Frederick wakes Ember, and Ember kind of groggily gets up, and Frederick lays down, and Ember walks over to the fire and realizes all the firewood has been stacked by size. The fire that's actually burning in the little fireplace that you guys got going is actually looks like a log cabin that somebody has taken a 90-degree angle and made sure that they were perfectly log cabined on top of each other. And that's when Ember realizes and starts to look around. Somebody has actually tidied the camp. Everything is in place. Everything is in order.
Is that Frederick?
More fastidious than he used to be.
Frederick seems to have a case of really bad OCD now. So bad that it's in alphabetical order, CDO.
And so Ember is kind of scratching her head a little bit.
Are you sure that's not just because of the new growth?
That too.
Let me see if I can find a good one. So Ember, you're kind of keeping watch and scratching your head, wondering about the fire that's suddenly taken a very keen interest in being extremely orderly. When you hear rustling around in the bushes, a kind of trilling noise.
Do I recognize this drilling noise?
I don't know if you've ever seen one before. There's no way I could know that. Unless you want to give me a list of things that you were looking to change into as a druid? I know most of you do have a list going.
I have not updated my list for the new level as of yet.
And this thing comes crawling out.
Oh.
Aww, the baby owl bear.
Oh,
Of
I
course,
bet you-
Ember knows of those.
And
It's
it-
so cute.
And it sees you, and it kind of screams a little bit and then runs away. And it's headed towards the old farmhouse.
Hey, wait, little guy. Is your mother around here?
Let's hope not.
That's a very good
Let's hope
question.
not. I bet you it's super tasty.
Where there's beer cubs.
Would they be like owl bear wings if you cooked it?
You monster!
Just asking. If there's such thing as
No!
if there's such thing as buffalo wings, which last time I checked, buffaloes don't have wings, would they be owl bear wings?
How can you look at that picture and go straight to food?
Oh, I'm
Like-
hungry.
How? You monstrous being!
These are
Don't worry, Orion will have snacks in the morning.
these are the things that I'm dreaming of.
Regali turns over in her sleep and dreams of smacking you with Ember's spoon. Shillelagh.
Ow.
Add some Orion flavor to it.
Any mama owl bears visiting us?
Not coming to you, no.
Okay.
But possibly going to the farmhouse.
Did you follow the baby? Is it an owlet or a cub?
Let's call them.
Is it a
We
cublet?
can give them a nickname. Snack.
No!
Could call it berry. That's also food. And accurate.
That is kind of cute.
Are you gonna follow? Are you gonna follow Barry or?
I forget. Is there anyone in the farmhouse?
No. The farmhouse has collapsed, come into ruin and disrepair, and I don't believe you guys investigated very thoroughly.
We did not.
Okay.
We were
I'll-
trying to be reverent of the dead.
I'll follow him at least a little ways at a distance because I am still supposed to be keeping watch. So I don't want to
Okay.
go too far from the camp.
So the little guy does indeed run into the farmhouse, and then you see something much larger moving around in there. But from the sounds that it makes, it seems to be injured.
Okay. I will approach cautiously. Knowing full well that this is likely its mother and is likely very protective.
The druid can't let a animal be in pain.
Exactly.
For all the children who
Well,
may or
the
may
animal
not be
can let the druid
watching,
be in pain.
you know, or the 93 people who watched the first episode, tell children that you know, do not follow baby predators. Ever.
Yes, this is true.
I'm,
And Ember is saying, I'm here to help. I am friendly. And as a furbog they can understand her.
Are you actually leaving your friends to sleep without a guard? That's what I want to know.
You know, I'll come back and wake up whoever's next. You know, I'll just wake up Orion.
What? What's up?
Like, I gotta go check something out. Just keep watch for a little bit, please.
All right. I can do that.
And then I will go back to the farmhouse.
Okay.
What does Orion think of the neat campsite?
Man, whoever made that fire, that's some good fire making skills. It's a nice, neat, and tidy fire. I like that. So yeah, I can hang out and.
Fires are anything but neat, tidy, and orderly. Fire is chaos incarnate.
I'm a.
Oh, this explains a lot about last session.
I'm assuming that Ember's not going to be too long, so I don't mind hanging out and taking watch for a few minutes.
Yeah. And Orion can handle a bit of exhaustion if need be.
I've been sleeping. I've been sleeping for a while now.
Blood! That is
Are
clever.
you in wolf spider form?
I'm gonna say not yet. Because this happened like immediately.
Okay. So you could see the baby went in this window here, scrambled up the little half wall, and then you can see the mama back here. And you are here.
Okay. I don't like that there's a battle map already. But I have to try to help.
Do you have any kind of light with you?
Torch.
Whoops.
Ah, what the?
Y'all just go flying.
We've gone into the upside down.
Cut that part. Cut that part.
Again, for any children watching, hurt animals are like even more dangerous than cornered animals.
Unless you're a furbog and you can talk to them.
Still dangerous. Ember is being extremely cautious because she does know animals.
Animals can't rate their pain on a scale of 1 to 10, so they bite instead.
Okay. Well, there's your credit.
Yep. Thank you, Robert.
What would you like to do, Ember?
Approach cautiously, telling them I'm here to help.
You're going to actually talk?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can get some...
I definitely don't want to startle the injured owlbear mother.
Okay, it is injured, so that's not going to play in well for you. She definitely knows you're there. She can smell you coming. And she will launch out with a piercing screech. DC 12 Constitution saving throw for you. And then all of you guys down by the grave sites
Nat 20.
hear this piercing screech, and that's one of their natural defenses.
Ooh.
But you
Is
are
that
not.
like a constitution or something to wake up, or?
Yeah, go ahead. DC 12 Constitution saving throw. See if you wake up from that. 'Cause that's a nightmare to hear.
Oh, good. 12.
All right, and you're going to try and calm this thing
Yes, I will attempt to calm it.
by doing what?
Speaking very softly.
So no magic.
No magic.
Okay.
I did not prepare any calming magics this
And
time around.
I hate to ask this, but you do have ranks in nature, right?
Animal handling?
Or animal handling.
Yeah, I do have ranks in animal handling.
Okay.
I do not have ranks in nature.
Okay, go ahead and roll your animal handle.
That's a 12 total. Could have rolled better on that.
All right. She smashes open what's left of that half wall, and it looks like she wants to eat you. However, she's limping. One of her hind legs has a very big gash in it. It looks pretty fresh. About 3 or 4 days. And she's coming right for you. Shall we roll for initiative?
I suppose. That's a 5. My rolls are not good today.
The rest of you can, because I believe Ember is going to take a reaction and yell something very loudly, maybe?
Well, I'm assuming that I heard it since I was temporarily on watch. So my initiative is 14.
Wow, I never beat Orion. 15.
8.
Who's breathing into their mic?
Not me. I don't have
Regali.
mine.
Regali.
Yes.
What'd you
15.
get? What?
15.
You did beat Orion.
Yeah.
Ember.
5.
You get it.
Regali. What would you like to do?
Okay. So Ember did yell something as a reaction or not?
Yeah. I'll yell, hey.
I'm
Calm
about to
down.
be eaten.
Okay. Because I think I
I'm
probably
just not super worried about being eaten.
woke up when we heard the scream, but the shouting will give me a direction. So I run in that direction. I'm not sure how far I have to go to get there.
You are 120 feet away. But it's all uphill.
Oh,
Oh.
But it's not difficult terrain. All you have to do is follow the two-wheel cart path.
Okay. That
And-
zigzags all the way up.
We are going back to the big share. So Regali is already making her way up.
Double move.
I'll skirt this guy this way. All right, Orion.
I suppose I'll do a double move up the hill as well, and all the way running up the hill, I'll be muttering to myself, "Hey, can you watch for just a couple minutes? Yeah, no problem. Here I am, running up a bloody hill."
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Let me make sure that's the movement. Of this particularly angry.
Didn't you say its leg is injured?
Yeah, speed is 40. Okay,
Does that not slow down its speed?
you would think. All right. Ember, before this thing just hops on you and starts ripping, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try again to calm it down. I really don't want to hurt it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Come on. Ah, much better. That's a 22 total.
She seems to change her charge from one of complete and utter annihilation to more of a bluff charge. And she kind of veers off. And she's putting this bush behind her so that nobody can sneak up behind her. But she's definitely watching everything you do. Meanwhile, this little guy comes running out, and he just kind of under the brush there. And it's going to take Regali to double move, right? So you won't be there yet.
Right.
Orion won't be there yet. The owl bear will get between the baby and the druid. And Ember, anything else you want to do before your friends arrive?
Can I hear them coming?
Yes.
Okay. So I would like to hold up one hand to like say, hey, hold off. And can I like drop some food on the ground and back off a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
How far away do you want to go?
Like out of striking distance, because I want to, be super
You-
non-threatening for the injured animal.
Well, she moves at 40.
Well, I don't mean like out of charging distance, just like out of like, so it knows I can't like hit her,
Gotcha. Okay. And she shares the food with the baby owlbear as your friends arrive. Very quietly, I might add. Okay.
Ember, what's going on?
Be careful, she's still very dangerous.
What are we doing?
We're helping the injured mother. But be careful, she's very easily startled.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Healing Word on the injured owlbear.
I suppose that makes things easier than me needing to touch it to heal it.
So that's 7 points.
So you're going to actually give it 7 points.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. That's 7 more hit points we've got to deal before we kill it.
It has a baby to take care of. We're not killing it. Orphaning owl bears.
Oh, we killed.
Talking about hot wings. Monster.
Any other ideas before they finish eating? They
I
were
vote for slowly
Use
backing
one of
away.
they were ravenous, by the way.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna kind of leave this one up to Ember because Orion, I'm a city boy, and I mean, nature's the druid's thing, not mine. So I'll just kind of say, if you think you got this handled, okay, and I'll back off northwards for about 10 feet.
Yeah, if they're ravenous, I'll put some more food on the ground for it and tell the others should head back to camp.
Okay. The baby owl bear, sensing no danger, heads over to this pile of goo, and she picks up what looks like an arm with a hand on it and starts flailing it about and nibbling on it. Mama owl bear kind of retreats to about here and keeps an eye on you. And she licks her back leg, the wounded back leg. Like she's a little surprised maybe that it's healing so quickly.
Can I know it's nighttime? Can we see that far that it's got the baby owl bears playing with an arm?
I guess
Yeah, I
if you
can.
have,
I can see a
Frederick
Yeah,
might
one
be
of us
able
can.
to.
20
Yeah,
feet.
for sure Frederick can. I just don't know if the rest of us who do not have dark vision can.
So,
That's
so I guess
within-
the
I think
question
that's
is, what does
within 20
Frederick
feet.
do or say on seeing the arm?
I think that little one's chewing on a body.
Ooh, well that kind of changes
It's
things.
not good. Yeah,
Anybody got anything that like distract them or get them out of here?
I don't. Ember, can you talk Mama Bear off to the side so we can go see what the baby is eating?
Yeah, that's a great idea, Ember. How about you talk to the bears? In fact, why didn't you
Yes.
do that in the first place?
I did. They listen more to instinct than reason.
Ah,
Yeah.
see.
All right, I'll.
So maybe we investigate in the morning?
Yeah, I guess.
It might be better. It's probably not good to let the baby chew on a body too much. We don't want it getting a taste for, humanoid flesh.
well,
That's not really a thing.
due to the puddles, it already has a taste for human flesh or humanoid flesh.
Again, not a real thing. In case any of the listeners are worried about a dog that's bit a human and will therefore bite it, like, it's not a taste of human blood thing.
I don't know. I'm like 5 seconds away from going back to my bedroll, and we can deal with this in the morning when I can see something.
I seriously
Agreed.
hope none of our listeners have actually fed human meat to their dogs.
Ugh.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think there's, unless we want to take out these owl bears, I don't think there's too much we can do right now. We'll have to
Back to bed then?
investigating this in the morning.
Back to bed.
Yeah, back to
Back
bed.
to bed.
By the way, who made the campfire? That's, like, impressive.
Oh, yeah,
Must have
so
been Frederick.
I just noticed we always kind of have a messy campsite, and I thought I might as well straighten things up a bit.
This is impressive, like, all the wood by size.
Well,
Well, yeah, so you know where the kindling is and the stuff that'll burn longer.
well done, buddy.
And
Clap you on the back.
did you alphabetize by, like, type of wood?
Well, that's really easy. I mean, it's like birch and oak. I mean, it's not too bad.
And
Oh,
I should point out though, the fire is not any better than a regular fire.
I mean, it kind of
Sure, it's
is.
nice,
Like,
though.
look at the path of ventilation that has. Like, seriously, this just the aeration of the flame.
And
You got more control over it now. See if you if you pull out the bottom parts a little bit more, then it makes it a little higher and it won't be as easy to spot. We can push them all back together, makes it a little more bigger.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
impressive. You know a lot about fire, Frederick. I think I nominate Frederick for
I'm
setting up
tired.
fires, like, from now on.
Orion's all right back asleep.
Well, time to go to bed.
Ember looks so offended.
Amber's like,
Tuck in each corner of the blanket, snuggling evenly.
Ember just uses Druidcraft to make the fire burn more intensely and just collapse the the structure underneath. That doesn't burn evenly.
And on that note, it's morning.
Hard cut. Morning.
And Ember goes first back to the house to check it out. And she knows where the owlbear is sleeping with her cub. And you guys come upon the gruesome scene. Yes, most of the arm has been nibbled at, but it's more of a plaything at this point. And there's a tattoo on the forearm of one of these guys.
Interesting.
And it seems that this was an employee because you saw the same tattoo on Cullen when you were fighting him.
okay.
Oh.
Do you remember the albino half-orc?
So how long dead are we guessing these remains are?
3 or 4 days, yep.
That can't be too long if there's still a tattoo visible.
Well, if you see how the decomposition is set in around the eyes,
So
See, I knew Frederick was knowledgeable about corpses.
so now
this is more believable.
the arm itself does not resemble Cullen's arm.
No,
Okay, so
no, this was somebody of much less stature.
um,
I'm trying to remember, did we get an approximate on how old the disturbed graves looked?
About 3 or 4 days, yeah.
Yeah.
well, I think maybe we should have a look around here.
So the front door here obviously has been bashed in. Inside, there's a back wall that's collapsed, the top floor that's collapsed, and then some miscellaneous things have been disturbed and piled up by the owlbear mother who likes to keep her little one out of trouble.
What is are there any, other than the arm, are there any other scattered humanoid remains?
Yes, evidently owlbears aren't particularly keen on large intestines, so you see 3 of those laying around.
Okay.
And various clothing that's been tattered and blood-soaked just in places. Because obviously the baby owlbear has been playing with them.
Gotcha. Wow. Hey, Ember, do you think that we can go inside the house safely enough that the mama bear isn't going to come after us?
Should be able to, like, I'll talk to her. Just make sure you don't approach your baby because that might set her off.
Okay.
We'll go in the house after Ember.
While Ember's talking to them, let's check out these remains and see if they got anything on them. Papers.
No, but you do see
like that.
footprints. Once the bodies were dead, they'd already been ransacked. Almost like like the people that they came to snatch the bodies from the graves and then hauled them away. And in the meantime, they were like, oh, let's ransack the house. Oh, look, here's an owlbear. Oh, no, we're all going to die. 2 of them escaped and then came back later and ransacked the bodies already.
At least the
That's-
ones outside.
That's Ember's assessment of the tracks.
Does it look like? Well, I mean, let's see if we can get to that. Those third remains, and see if there's anything on them. Maybe they weren't able to get those. The owlbears were inside the house.
Go talk to Mama Bear there, Ember. We'll be right behind you.
Yeah.
Safe distance away.
How close do you
Imagine
want
we're all lined up behind that half a wall, like peering after Ember.
how
Go,
close do you want to get?
15 feet away. Close enough to talk to him, but far enough.
I'm gonna
that-
stand right up
that's
against
okay.
that wall, like peeking around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, just like that.
Okay. The body that you see laying on the floor here has indeed been eviscerated, bifurcated, and there's not much left of it.
okay. The stairwell, does that go up or down?
It goes up.
Is there anything left of the upstairs with this dilapidated farm?
No,
Okay.
it's, well, it's unsafe, first of all. This load-bearing wall is really the only thing left.
Okay. It doesn't look like we're gonna find anything else in here that would give us an idea as to who these people were. I think, honestly, I think we need to have a team meeting here and figure out what it is we want to do. Frederick has a rod.
Well,
I've got this puck thing that divides into 3 pieces, and I can only get 10 feet close to Frederick. We've had rumors of gods coming back to life. We've got graves of dead people. The people who have been dead for 20 plus years are now being ransacked. The strange vision that we saw of the weird dude and the fight against the giant wolf spider is, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like we are in way over our heads here, and we need a game plan as to what we're gonna do and how to avoid Fox.
so I got an idea. We need to figure out exactly why these people's remains taken. I mean, that is a rather odd thing just to do, just some random farming people. Like, why dig up their graves? Why come here now and do that? Why would
Right.
why would they?
We
do
might want to check some of the other surrounding houses and see if they have family graveyards that have been desecrated as well. Then we'll know if this is a necromancer trying to just get as many bodies that aren't as carefully guarded or protected as ones might be in town graveyards.
Do,
Also, we might see if we can talk to Cullen again. He to be a little more, I don't know, not in line necessarily with his employer.
right.
True. That might require us to sneak back into town.
Yeah, if we're gonna stick around
Yeah.
Diamond Lake, then we're gonna have to do so in a way that the locals don't really see us, because if word gets back to Fox or
Yeah.
the, yeah, I just feel like we are in the dark as to what is going on, and I don't know how to figure out what's going on. Like, who was that guy with the who was that guy with the rod that broke into 7 pieces? I have no idea. Uh,
Yeah, just more and more questions.
do we hightail it out of Diamond Lake and make our way to Silvery Moon to see if we can find somebody there who can tell us what this is, who that person was? Do we stick around here and keep poking around until Fox gets the drop on us? I don't know.
Want to tell everybody else what you're doing?
Okay. While we're all talking, I'm gathering scraps of fabric from around the decimated rooms and piling them on the biggest chair I can find. And then I'm using my new mending cantrip on the smallest chair that I can find, and hopefully turning it into a little rocker.
Into a what?
A little rocking chair.
Okay.
As a blonde, I feel the need to counteract Goldilocks whenever possible, so the owlbears get chairs.
Gotcha. Okay. So no fight at the land farmstead. Okay. That's a bummer. Owlbears are horribly, horribly mean. Everybody,
Well, now
Cubs
we
are
have
Ember.
pairs, so maybe they'll be
very
happier.
cute.
everybody thank Ember.
Thank you, Ember.
Thank you, Ember.
What are we gonna do, guys? Do we stick around in Diamond Lake and keep poking around here, or do we try to go find somebody with a lot more knowledge than we are to find out who the heck these wind people are and how does that connect to a possibility of Bane, Merkel, and Ball coming back to life?
We promised that we would find out what happened to the bones of his family.
We gotta at least do that.
Okay.
And
Checking
we're
on
also
a nearby
doing-
farm seems like something that's easily doable. I can sneak back into town so I can disguise myself to talk with what's his name? I forget.
Who?
Who are you referring to?
the half orc.
Yeah.
Was it-
Cullen?
Cullen?
Cullen.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're going to split the party.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah, sure, sounds great.
Frederick
I don't like
Regali.
to, but can anyone else disguise themselves?
No, we can't.
Frederick Regali and Orion are searching the surrounding farmsteads, and what you end up getting all afternoon is doors slammed in your face. I don't want to talk to strangers.
I actually, I'll go with Ember to town.
Okay.
You disguise
And
yourself.
when we get close to town, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that means Frederick and I, standing 10 feet apart from each other, go around knocking on the doors, and Frederick opens up with, "Hi, I'd like to talk to you about the Raven Queen."
I do like the thought
Blur
that
all of your dead relatives.
the rod is making him like more intent on spreading his religion.
Ember and Regali, you are rummaging around town. It's not hard to find Cullen. He is very dissatisfied in his employer, but he is at the Feral Dog Tavern. It's his favorite hangout.
Ember, you were
And-
there last time they met him, right?
Yes, early this morning, he is enjoying a plate of beans and a grog of ale. when you find him and 2 of his cronies.
Okay. I will buy him some more ale.
As
Ah.
whatever you are.
And Regala, you're invisible at this point?
I'm invisible still. We got to town, I turned invisible, and Ember turned into a...
We'll say a half orc. Keep it simple.
Okay. So it's remarked that you're pretty tall for a half-elf, but...
Half orc.
Oh, you're disguised as a half-orc.
Yes.
Oh.
So I don't even have to change my height very much at all.
You are completely average sized for half orc.
Let me re-roll that then. Sorry, I thought you said half-elf.
No,
Okay.
and as part of the Furbolg disguise self, I can make myself look up to 3 feet shorter.
So there's a thing that half-orcs do to each other, and it's a headbutt. Are you ready? Here it comes.
Okay?
He grabs you by his shirt and he headbutts you, and then he starts laughing, and I need you to just, for the sake of legality, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I can do this.
You got this.
I think I'm going to use my... pretty sure I have a inspiration. Because otherwise
This is what
it's not
inspiration's
one.
made for.
So
Passes out and drops the disguise.
yeah, that would be terrible. So yeah, I'm using my inspiration. Nat 20.
Okay,
What?
there you go.
One or the other. There is no in
Yeah,
between
there's-
anymore.
I no longer have inspiration. But
You're invited to sit down and join if you would like.
yes, and then I'll join him, and then I would like to...
And from the air, it's pretty obvious that they've had enough beans.
I'm used to bad smells.
Okay.
I got a
What do you-
10 on my constitution for the beans, so.
What do you want to know?
Well, I'd like to talk to him, like, privately. And I'd
Sure.
like to
He
ask
shoos
him-
away all the idiots. Regali, never mind, I rolled a 1. Okay, what would you like to know?
I'd like to ask him if he knows anything about the grave robbings.
And he says, yeah, that's Smink.
Do you know why he's doing that?
Well, it's not actually Smink. Smink told the other gang, the B squad, shall we say. Smink told them to do whatever Filge told them to do.
Do you know if they're collecting the bodies for any kind of ritual or...
I don't even want to know what the heck's going on. I am so distraught.
Then he goes on for 15 minutes about how much he hates his boss again.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess I'll also ask him, like, if he knows what else they're after, like why they're coming after us.
Who's coming after you?
Not us. The party.
I don't understand.
The half-elf, the Furbolg, Orion, the fighter.
What about him?
Why they're wanted.
Nobody I know wants him.
Interesting.
Isn't he the one that warned us that...
Yeah, is he not the one that ordered us or warned us?
Warned you about what?
I don't know if I can talk or not.
Yeah, you
Okay.
could talk. Go ahead.
About
Pause.
4 sessions or so ago, Cullen motioned to Orion to tell him to come over, and he had heard that one of the mining owners wanted us out of the picture, and that there was a group of people coming from Silvery Moon from some silver merchants. So Cullen gave us a heads up to kind of get out of town.
Right. What's that got to do with this half orc sitting here?
I don't know.
Nothing. Ember needs to ask more specifically in character.
I did. I'm asking about Orion, Frederick, Regali, and Ember.
He says he doesn't know who you're talking about.
I get it.
Ah, okay.
I'm going to pull up my cloak behind me so that nobody else in the place can see me and become visible very briefly. Colin.
You have a cloak?
Well, I mean, I have one that I was traveling with that I wear regularly. I'm just saying, before I drop invisibility, I'm
Could
going
just say
to
something.
put it on so that I'm not like revealing my presence to everybody in the bar.
But you're invisible.
Just the shadowy form.
No, I'm doing
Just
that
the
first,
cloak
and then I'm
form,
dropping
okay.
invisibility. I just wanted to be clear that, like, when I drop invisibility, I have my cloak on
Only
so
Colin
not
will be
everybody
able to
else
see
in
it.
the bar sees.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right.
Can I suggest something out of character?
As long as it doesn't make her go back in time and not do this thing.
Yeah, I can't retcon what I just did, but go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Nope. Continue.
Okay.
She didn't ask your input before she did this.
Ember
me-
was going to like ask Regali for assistance, but she didn't need that.
And meanwhile, Frederick and Orion eventually roll high enough on a charisma score that there is an old farmer, and he says, if you help me move these big balls of hay, like they used to have back in the day, just load it in the wagon, then I'll be happy to answer whatever questions you may have.
Sold. No problem, sir.
All right. We can do that.
Okay, so through the course of a couple hours, he's got to move the big piles of hay that he made when he cut it into the barn via the wagon. And so while you're doing that back and forth kind of stuff, what questions do you have for him?
Have you heard about the old land farm and how the graves were desecrated?
Oh, no, haven't heard a thing about that.
Have you seen any?
Desecration, you say?
Yeah, we were there a couple days ago. We noticed that the graves had been dug up.
You mean like a phantom pooper?
No, like somebody dug their bodies right out of the ground.
Oh, no. The only thing I've heard about is the phantom pooper.
The phantom pooper. What's that about?
Well, just leaving poop piles around. You can definitely tell it's humanoid, but it's kind of strange, and he likes to leave them in high places where everybody can get a whiff.
Has he got your place?
Twice. Yeah, twice. Once in the stable and once right there on my porch.
Wow. Wow.
I can
have
show
any
you the
quests?
stain if you want.
Maybe later.
No, that's quite all right.
Have you seen any groups of men roaming around? Probably guys from the mine. And I described the tattoo that was left on the arm.
Oh yeah, that's oh, what's his name? Durenstone, the dwarf mine owner. That guy. Oh, he's filthy. I don't like dwarves, by the way. I'm a little racist. I don't mind. I don't mind saying it.
Filthy as in filthy mind.
Rare to find one that
Or
admits it.
Filth.
Filthy everything. I mean, he's a dwarf. What do you expect?
Well, they do make good dwarven spirits. You got to give them that.
If you're into ales, yes, of course. But I mean, just give me a recipe. I'll do it myself.
How long have you seen this filthy dwarfs guys run around in the area?
Oh, they have a tendency to ride up on a place and scare. But other than that, I haven't heard anything bad.
Have they ever tried that crap on you?
Oh no, not unless they're the Phantom Pooper.
Hey,
You did ask for this
Just-
one saying tried that
just
crap.
between you and I wouldn't put it past a dwarf doing that.
Yeah. The only problem is it was a little too high up in the air for a dwarf. You know what I'm saying?
You think a dwarf would really care about putting it in his hand and throwing it up there?
That's true.
Well,
Hey, I like you, Sonny.
I look at Frederick. I say, "You got anything else?"
Tell me, about 4 or 5 nights ago, did you happen to hear anything at night? Maybe like a wagon going by or anything like that?
Oh, you're kind of lucky if I remember what I had for breakfast. No, can't say as I have.
I sure be quite a surprise to see something.
I do know that my horse, did you say 4 nights ago? I think it was 4 nights ago. My
Something like
horse
that around there.
was out in the corral because I don't, they know when to go to bed. I don't have to tell them. I mean, come on, they're not children. But he gave a hello whinny at night one night, and that was about 4 nights ago, yeah.
Does your horse
Yeah,
say hello,
no.
or go ahead, Frederick?
I was gonna say, do you remember about what time, and do you remember if it happened again later on that night?
No, I don't remember. I only remember it happening at the one time, but
Okay.
I mean, it's a natural thing for one horse to say hello to another.
Is your horse friendly with all horses, or just certain horses?
No, just all horses.
Okay.
Horses like horses.
Any idea where that dirty dwarf hangs out in Diamond Lake?
Well, if he's not in Smank's office, then he's usually in his mine, and he's got an estate house right outside of it too.
What part of town is that in?
Gosh, which direction are we facing right now? Let me think.
We're facing. I look around for moss on a tree trunk. 'Cause-
No, you don't.
Ryan!
I remember that lesson from Frederick.
Stop spreading fake news.
No, remember? Ryan's the city boy, you don't know better.
Oh, let me
Frederick,
see
can I
here. Oh,
Intervene here.
nice. Gave me the real Diamond Lake. Let's see, where is his? He is north east of town. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you passed him on your way out of town, past the cemetery.
Where is he in relation to the land farm?
Way east. Way far east.
So, if we was looking at a map
Gee, I wonder if anybody has one of
his
those.
farm and their farm. Could we try to plot out what and where the mine, I guess the main office of the mine, maybe where they keep the wagons or something for loading stuff. Kind of map out a rudimentary trail that they could have taken that would have come by here, but not come back by it, or rather
Correct. Yep,
come back into town,
yep.
but not
And it
gone
would
by
have,
it in the first place.
they would have come about 100 feet from this particular farm on their way back to that particular mine.
Okay.
All right.
And that's the mine that we were at?
No,
Or is this
nope.
different?
You were close, but not, I mean, you passed it to get to your cairn.
All right.
Well, Ryan, I think we need to see if we can't follow this trail, get the others, and check out this other mine.
Yeah, let's head back to the land farm once we're done helping the old timer. And then we'll wait for Regali and Ember to return. And we'll give them an update and see what kind of info they were able to get.
Yeah.
So
sounds
that's
good.
what we will do.
And with that, we will take our first break.
Yay.